Hello there, my name is Luke. I'm going to be going over with you today a training on how to import or even export products into your website. We're going to go with a Joomla website. It's a free content management system you can get from joomla.org or just by searching Joomla, spelled Joomla. So to get started, you're going to want to go to a website called CSVI Improved. CSVI for Virtuemart is a software that will let you easily move and remove different products from your site without having to do all the saving and all the individual product page manipulation. So to get it, you're going to need to register with CSVI Improved, and they're going to ask you the basic information such as your email, your username, password, company name, some location information, and of course a security code. And then you'll be able to download a little file that will allow you to create the software in Joomla so that you can do importing and exporting. So let me show you how to do that. You go into your back end and you go to extensions, and then you go into install/uninstall. You're going to browse the file that you downloaded from CSV Improved, and the file is called com_CSVI Virtuemart 1.9.tgz. You're going to install that. And once it is installed, you're going to be able to go up to your components and you're going to see CSVI Virtuemart installed in your components. The next phase is going to be to go to the extra submenu it gives you and go to export. There you'll be able to see different options to export, and CSVI product export is what will allow you to export all of your products. Here it is offering to export 20 different fields that relate to all the different features that I can associate with my products. And we're going to click export in the upper right, and it's going to ask to export this as an Excel document, and that is going to be a perfectly acceptable option. But we're going to use an even easier way to manipulate this. We're going to use OpenOffice because notice this is called a CSV. And CSVs are much more easy to deal with in OpenOffice. So we're just going to save this file. And then we're going to go to our OpenOffice. We're going to click File, Open. We're going to go to our downloads and we're going to open it up through OpenOffice. And OpenOffice is going to need to know what to do about the formatting of this file. So the first thing it's going to need to know is how should it separate the information. And we can see down in here that there are rows, but inside the rows there are tildes and carets. So we need to establish what the tildes and carets are going to be. So we're going to separate through Other, and we're going to establish your caret as a line delimiter, and then we're going to create another text delimiter, and we're going to use tilde as our text delimiter. So that way it now looks quite nicely formatted underneath, and now when we click OK, we can see that it is a perfectly readable spreadsheet, and we can go through and manipulate all of our products all on one spreadsheet. And then we can go back to CSVI, and we can go to the import function, and we can simply browse and import that CSVI once we have saved it and it is matching the formatting to CSVI. It's a very simple process. If you need to know anything else about how to manipulate your website, simply give us a call. We're at 1-800-539-1278, and we'll help you get going here.